Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the class. We are doing the chapter A Shirt in the Market, and under this chapter, we have seen that how the cotton is produced by the farmer and then it is sold to the traders. And then we were discussing about the cloth market of Erode, in which we find that the weavers come there from various places in order to sell their clothes, and the merchants are also there. Their offices are also around the market, and merchants from various places come here in order to purchase the cloth. And in this we have also seen that the the merchants play the link between the weaver and the garment manufacturing companies. The garment manufacturing companies needs cloth, and the weavers are those people who actually weave the cloth, actually prepare the cloth. So the the weaver and the garment manufacturing companies are not directly linked to each other. There is a merchant who gets order for the cloth from the garment manufacturing companies, and he pass on this order to the weavers, and he also provide them yarn, and the weavers prepare the cloth, and then they provide it to the merchant, and then merchant supply it to the garment manufacturing company. So this system is known as putting out system. The relation between the weaver and the garment manufacturing company is not direct. The merchant is there in between the weaver and the garment manufacturing companies. So system is known as putting out system. Okay, and as we have seen, there are two advantage for the weaver of this putting out system, because they don't have to purchase the yarn first of all, and the second thing is that the weavers are also not having any kind of risk, because whatever they are producing will be sold to the merchant. The merchant is has given has ordered them to prepare those clothes. So there is no at all, not at all, any risk is involved. So these are the advantages. But here we find that in this system of putting out, in this putting out system, we find that the merchants become very much powerful. Why? Because the weavers are dependent on the merchant, not only for the raw material but also for selling their cloth also. है ना? So merchants are very powerful and the weavers are very weak in this system, because they are totally dependent on the merchant. Whatever amount is being paid to the weaver by the merchant is final. The weavers are not in a condition of doing any kind of bargain or negotiation, because they are totally dependent on the merchant. So merchant, whatever amount is being given by the merchant, that is final. And the weavers, they are also not knowing that at what price the merchant is selling these clothes to the garment manufacturing companies or factories. है ना? So suppose the weaver, uh, the merchant purchases this cloth, a particular cloth, like any cloth, from the weaver at the rate of rupees 20 per meter. Okay, and then the merchant supplies the same cloth to the garment manufacturing company at the rate of rupees 100 per meter. So in this way, what we find that the merchant is having so much profit. He is gaining the profit of rupees 80 per meter. But here the weavers, they are not knowing that at what price the merchant is going to sell these clothes to the garment manufacturing units, and that is the reason of their exploitation. So this is what we feel, what we experience, that the the weavers are getting exploited in this system. Not only this, we see that the weaver, in order to weave the cloth, there will be need of looms, है ना? कैसे वीविंग करेंगे? They will weave on loom only, so they have to purchase looms also. And as you can see, what is the cost of one loom? The cost of one loom is rupees. Yes, the cost of one loom is rupees 20,000. So a weaver has to purchase two looms in order to do the work properly. So he has to invest rupees 40,000, which is not a small amount for any weaver. So he faces problem in investing so much money because his earning is not very good now. If he earns a good amount of money, then he can spend very well, but he's not earning a good amount of money. Like you can see that the weavers earn only rupees 3,500 per month, so this is a very less amount. And not only this, what we see that the weavers will not be able to weave on the loom alone. They will need some the help of someone in their family, or from anywhere. They need a helper. They need an assistant who will work 12 hours a day in order to produce a cloth. 12 hours a day, you can just imagine, it is not a shorter period, it's a very long period. So anyone the weaver and his assistant has to work 12 hours a day, and for all this work, what they are earning just rupees 3,500 per month. So this is the pitiable condition of our weavers. In the similar way, we have also seen that the condition of Swapna, and the condition of Swapna was also very bad, because this is what is the message of this chapter, that the original producers, like the farmer is the original producer, the weaver is the original person who has the skill of weaving the cloth. These people are weaker in the market. They are not getting income, or they are not getting remuneration according to their work, but the profit is being taken by the traders and merchants. So this is the most important drawback, or we can say demerit, of this putting out system. Okay. In our country, we see that in most of the regions, this putting out system is prevalent. Okay, now we have a new concept, and actually, in our country, we have started this weavers cooperative. It has started to work just like milk cooperatives. You must have heard, you must be knowing about milk cooperatives. So, in the similar way we have this. Weavers cooperative also. Okay, so as we have seen that the putting out system is a very you can say it's a very exploitative system for the weavers. So what is the alternative? How can we what can be done if putting out system is not there? Then how the weavers can be saved from this exploitation? So what is the need? The need is that there should be direct link between the weaver and the garment manufacturing companies. There should not be need of the merchants, है ना? So for that purpose only, we see that weavers cooperative uh, mm, have been formed. And it is very important because it reduces the dependence of the merchants, or it reduces the dependence of the weavers on the merchant. And it also ensures higher income for the weavers. Like, first of all, you must know that what is cooperative, है ना? What is cooperative? Cooperative is uh, it's a kind of association of people. Okay, it's association of people in which we find that all the people have same some common interest, है ना, एक ही इंटरेस्ट है सबका, तभी वो आपस में मिलकर के कोऑपरेटिव बनाते हैं. दे मस्ट हैव सम कॉमन इंटरेस्ट इन ऑर्डर टू organize as a cooperative, एंड दे वर्क फॉर देयर म्यूचुअल बेनिफिट. म्यूचुअल बेनिफिट मतलब ऐसी चीजें जिससे कि दोनों को, सबको बेनिफिट हो, किसी एक के बेनिफिट के लिए काम नहीं हो रहा है ना. कोऑपरेटिव का यही मतलब होता है कि जो भी वर्क हो रहा है वो सबके बेनिफिट के लिए हो रहा है, जो भी उसके मेंबर है उन सबका उससे बेनिफिट होगा, है ना. सो इन अ कोऑपरेटिव पीपल विथ कॉमन इंटरेस्ट कम टुगेदर एंड वर्क फॉर mutual benefit. In a cooperative, we find that there is no concept of owner and the staff members. All are owners, and all are owners, all are equal. So it's a very, it's very important in order to achieve achieve uh, good income for the people who are considered to be weak in the market, like weavers, है ना. So वीवर्स कोऑपरेटिव जो होती है उसमें वीवर्स अपना एक कई सारे वीवर्स मिलकर के एक ग्रुप फॉर्म करते हैं, एंड दे डू द वर्क कलेक्टिवली. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, इन ऑर्डर टू वीव अ क्लोथ, व्हाट इज द रिक्वायरमेंट? द रिक्वायरमेंट इज दिस yarn, है ना. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द प्रोक्यूर yarn फ्रॉम द yarn डीलर. जो yarn डीलर होता है, yarn डीलर कौन हुए? द पर्सन हु purchases cotton from the फार्मर्स, है ना. जो फार्मर से जिसने कॉटन खरीदा, फिर उस कॉटन को वो यार्न डीलर को बेचता है, और जब यार्न डीलर से फिर ये जो वीवर्स हैं, they are purchasing directly from the yarn dealer, and then this yarn is distributed among the weavers, and we see that then the cloth is prepared, and then marketing is also done by the cooperatives only. They do the marketing also, and in this way the role of merchant is reduced, and weavers uh, get a fair price for their cloth, है ना. Because merchant is not there, they are procuring the yarn, they are weaving the cloth, and now they are selling the cloth also directly through the cooperative, because now they are united, they have organized themselves as a cooperative, so their power has increased, है ना. united we stand, you know very well. तो हम में अगर यूनिटी होगी तो हम क्या हो जाएंगे? हम पावरफुल हो जाते हैं. सो दिस this is the most important benefit of cooperatives, and we see that the government also helps these weavers cooperative. Many times government purchases cloth from the weaver cooperatives at a reasonable price, like we have this example also, the government of Tamil Nadu. One of the most important program of government of Tamil Nadu is free school uniform program. The government provides free school uniform to the students. Okay, so in order to prepare the school uniform, there will be need of what? Cloth. So how, from where the government will get these cloth? The government procure the cloth from the weavers cooperative. ओके, वीवर्स के जो कोऑपरेटिव होते हैं उससे गवर्नमेंट ये परचेज करती है, वहाँ की तमिलनाडु की गवर्नमेंट. तो ये क्या है? ये इट्स अ वेरी गुड गुड आइडिया कि गवर्नमेंट ने कोऑपरेटिव्स जो थे उनसे डायरेक्टली खरीद लिया, और उसके बाद व्हेन देन द गवर्नमेंट सेल these uniforms through stores known as co-optex. Co-optex जो कि गवर्नमेंट की शॉप है, उससे वो उसको सेल करती है. एंड हियर यू मस्ट नो वन मोर थिंग इज देयर विच यू मस्ट नो फॉर जनरल नॉलेज ओनली, दैट there are two types of looms. One is called power loom and the another is called hand loom. Hand loom is run by hand only, and power loom is run by electricity. Okay. So we find that now we proceed further, and we see that the garment exporting factory near Delhi, the the merchants about which we were talking, the erode merchant, they supply the cotton cloth which are produced by the weavers to a garment exporting factory near Delhi. Exporting, you must be knowing the meaning of export. When we sell anything, when something goes out of our country for the purpose of selling, that is called export. And when something is something we purchase from another country is called import, है ना? These are two very important activity of foreign trade. uh, अपनी कंट्री से दूसरी कंट्री में जब हम किसी सामान को सेल करते हैं तो वो एक्सपोर्ट कहलाता है, और दूसरी कंट्री से अपनी कंट्री में जब हम उसको परचेज करते हैं तो उसको हम इम्पोर्ट कहते हैं. तो देर इज़ अ गारमेंट एक्सपोर्टिंग कंपनी factory near Delhi, and the merchant supplies this to that factory only. And we see that the garment exporting factory जो है, that uses cloth in order to make shirt, the cloth which is provided by the merchants, and the merchants got this cloth from the weavers. Okay, so the shirts, when the shirts are ready, they are exported to foreign buyers. And who are the buyers from this exporting factory? The buyers are the business persons from US and Europe. Okay, the business persons from the US and Europe. And these persons, these business persons are having chain of stores, and through these chain of stores, they sell these shirts. And these business persons are very important. They do, these business persons are doing business strictly on their own terms. What does it mean? It means ki the business persons, they don't compromise on quality, they don't compromise on time. They want timely delivery of good quality shirt. Whatever is their requirement, they are not going to make any compromise on that. It should be delivered timely, and whatever is required, whatever quality they want, it should match that quality, it should match that standard. Okay, and if there is, suppose, any kind of defect in the shirt, the quality is not so good, or there is delay in delivery, then they don't accept all these things. So these buyers are very powerful, and that is why we find that the export factory, the exporter, the factory which is doing this export, they try their best to meet the conditions which are set by these powerful buyers. Because if they do not meet the conditions of these buyers, then they will not purchase them from them another time, है ना? सो दे वांट कि उनका ट्रस्ट जो है वो बना रहे, उसके लिए ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि वॉट एवर कंडीशंस they are setting, that condition must be fulfilled by the exporter. Okay, so now we see that the exporter means the garment exporting factory. The exporter is under huge pressure from the business persons of foreign countries. They are under huge pressure that the shirt should be high in quality, and the delivery must be in time. So what happens, that the exporter tries to cut cost, because he knows कि everyone, like everyone, is doing any economic activity for the purpose of profit only, and a profit is the main purpose for doing any economic activity. So everyone wants to earn more and more profit. Here we find that the business persons of US and Europe, they also want to earn more profit. So in order to earn more profit, what will they do? They will try to purchase the shirt from the garment exporting factory at a cheaper rate, है ना? परचेज करें चीपर रेट में और सेल करें हाई रेट में. दिस इज what is required for gaining profit. Selling price must be higher than the cost price, then only there will be profit, है ना? तो we find that जो buyers होते हैं वो जो एक्सपोर्ट कंपनीज हैं, दे आर अंडर प्रेशर फ्रॉम द बायर्स की क्वालिटी भी आपको अच्छी रखनी है, टाइमली डिलीवरी करनी है और प्राइस भी चीप रखना है. वो जो बिजनेस पर्सन हैं, दे परचेज एट अ लोअर प्राइस. नाउ in order to gain more and more, what is done by the garment export company, that they try to cut their cost. Now in the next class we will see how they cut the cost of making shirt.